Talk show. Kumbuka Kujibamba talk show hashtag yake ni maisha bila stress. Basi ukiwa na miwa boy wa Sami, rubani wa kipindi hiki ukipendacho. Remember, we are the top ranking Eastern Central African of the hottest show in town with wa boy wa Sami. Kumbuka hapa ndipo unapata habari vile ilivyo. We are sorry for some few issues with our gadgets here in the studio, and but now tuko live. I mean, wacha tusinyimbo kiasi, but we are going to get into tragic accidents. Mtazamaji, basi kumbuka ni mimi binti Sam, ama ukipenda wa boy wa Sam, vile ambavyo wananiita mimi. Mimi niko hapa studio leo na kumbuka hapa katika Kujibamba talk show maisha bila stress, ndio hashtag yani tambo. Basi we are the top ranking Eastern and Central African show and the hottest show in town. It is so much love, with so much love that you guys are tuned in. You can tell us where you're watching us from, and obviously we have said that we want to look at a few things from our magazine, from our newspaper, the Daily Nation newspaper. We want to see some few things and stuffs about tragedy. What is this thing about accidents on our roads? The fatal accidents on our roads. Actually, the headlines today is Kenya roads claim 25 lives. 12 students are among at least 25 people who have lost their lives in a spat of road accidents that have also left dozens injured in the last 3 days across the country. These even as the government's empty directives after every avoidable tragic crash put into question into commitment to strictly enforce traffic rules and ensure the safety of all road users. So we want to see some areas and days where we have been seeing accidents happening. So we have this place called Baringo on Saturday. So a teacher and a student died while several learners of Kapsabet Boys High School sustained injuries after a bus crash on Cabernet Marigat Road. We have this other place called Kembu on Saturday. Controversial TikToker Brian Shearer, we all know him as Shearer. My name is Brian Shearer. So Brian Shearer dies following a hit and run incident on the Denderu Road. On Monday at Bomet, 5 people die on the spot while 18 others are injured after the Yamata Keep Tagich Road. On Tuesday in Migori, a fatal accident at Koja Bridge on the Migori-Rongo Road claims an unconfirmed number of people, with reports putting the deaths at between 6 and 11. We have this another incident that happened, which is the current one on Monday at Taita Taveta. A bus carrying 54 Kenyatta University students on an accident trip to Malindi, Kilifi is involved in a road accident at Maungu on the Nairobi-Mombasa highway, claiming the lives of 11 students. It is so bad that many road accidents are happening. So it is your duty and my duty to be safe. Drivers, be safe. We as the travelers, let's all be safe and let's trust in God for everything. Before any journey, just tell God something. Tell God that please, God, guide me in my journey. God, guide the driver, everyone, all passengers, the makanga and all those people. Like, just dedicate everything to Christ and all will be well. It is so bad because we have also seen recently another accident of a comedian, a Kalenjin comedian, who have actually found an accident. It's so bad. So let's keep on praying for our country. Remember, here at Kujibamba Talk Show is where you get news as it should be. Stay tuned. We are gonna talk about housing levy returns. Like, oh my God, President William Ruto did something yesterday, so we are going to look at it. Stay tuned here at Kujibamba Talk Show with I, Wabui, Wasari, or as you may like it, Binti Sam. Stay tuned. Affairs. I remember we are doing the Daily Nation. We are reading and saying some of the things, the headlines in the Daily News, the Daily Nation newspaper. So I say we are going to talk about housing levy returns as Ruto assents to bill. So I can see it is highlighted here that legislation bill was approved in the Senate and the National Assembly last week amid opposition from Azimio MPs. So the head of state assented to the bill at an elaborate event at State House in Nairobi. The story is written by Charles Wasonga. So the President William Ruto has signed into law the new affordable housing bill that reintroduces a mandatory 1.5% levy on incomes months after the courts declared the deductions illegal. The head of state assented to the bill at an elaborate event at State House in Nairobi yesterday with top Kenya Kwanza officials in attendance. Under the new law, employees will be deducted 1.5% of their gross monthly pay, with a similar percentage being matched by employers. The new legislation ropes in workers in the informal sector and other non-salaried Kenyans to align with the High Court ruling that rendered the levy unconstitutional. Oh my God, here at Kujibamba show, kazi ni kujimwaga na kujibamba. Inaona kutishinda iliyoje, kumbuka kujibamba ni lazima. So yeah, we are talking about housing levy returns as a sense to bill. So we are saying that the new legislation ropes in workers in the informal sector and other non-salaried Kenyans to align with the High Court ruling that rendered the levy unconstitutional last year. Justices Lawrence Mugambi, Christine Meoli, and David Majanja, in a judgment delivered on November 28th, ruled that the introduction of the levy was discriminatory since it imposed taxes on salaried Kenyans and excluded those working in the informal sector. That levy against person in informal employment with the exclusion of other non-formal without justification, discriminatory, irritation, arbitrary and violating of Articles 27-2010 of the Constitution, Justice Majanja said. And this year, the Court of Appeal upheld the decision of High Court, adding that the levy was introduced without a legal framework. The bill now law. It is now actually the law. So we are no longer talking about the bill. So it's the law, which received approval from both the Senate and the National Assembly last week amid opposition from Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition party lawmakers. Now includes amendments that involve the participation of county governments. The dissolved units are expected to establish county affordable housing committees whose role will be to advise governments on affordable housing programs within their counties. Speaking after saying the law, President Ruto had rare prey on the courts for challenging the implementation of housing levy, saying people who had been left out and have been included to contribute to the fund. The courts asked us to review the bill. So which is a good thing. We have done that, and now we have an upward people that had been left out. We have also done proper public participation. That is Dr. Ruto said. It is many more that we can read over here, and let's leave at that point, but let's remember that proportional of workers gross salaries that will be deducted every month, with the employers matching the contributions to fund the affordable housing project. 1.5% will be deducted. That is all about housing levy returns as Ruto assents to bill. It's no longer a bill now, but a law. He signed it yesterday at State House. Stay tuned. Remember, this is what boy was saying. Mwili wangu ni hekalu ya Mungu, mwili wako ni hekalu ya nani? Ni hekalu ya Mungu.
Nami nakukaribisha tena
katika YouTube channel Binti Samba. Follow Kujibamba Show. Kuwa nami pale. I can't wait to see you while watching. I can't wait to see you commenting. You are liking. You are sharing. Yeah. Kujibamba ni lazima.